The hell? Low on fuel. Oh, right, I forgot I fueled this ship on my YouTube videos back when I had an actual upload schedule. Well, used to be a good fuel source. I guess I have no choice. Rocket Knight Adventures. No clue what a Rocket Knight is, but we sure are in for an adventure, alright. This is a game I've been trying to get to for a while now. If you couldn't tell. It was originally released for the SEGA Genesis in 1993 and was developed by Konami. The game got a few sequels, one of which being a direct sequel, the other being more of a spin-off, and the last being a 2.5D sequel for more recent consoles. The game was critically praised back in the day, but in the current climate, is it still as good as it once was? Hello everyone, it's EnderElectrics here. When I'm not making YouTube videos or forgetting to keep my Discord server active, I'm having fun playing forgotten Genesis games. Last time it was Postman, this time it's Rocket Knight Adventures, a tough-as-nails 16-bit platformer full of charm. And I gotta say, I love this game already, but let's not get ahead of ourselves and just jump right into it. Yeah, let's check out the manual. The story takes place in the world of Elhorn. Recently, the Davintos Empire has invaded the Zebulos Kingdom, and the only thing between the two is the brave rocket knight Sparkster, who goes on a quest to return the recently captured princess of Zebulos, captured by the Sparkster clone named Axel Gear, and put an end to the Davintos Empire's evil schemes. That's basically the manual in a nutshell, though I recommend looking through it because it's actually quite funny at times. Banana. A lot of life is restored. In the hard mode, though, a banana is a large yellow piece of... That's a great way of saying it's useless in hard mode, not gonna lie. So while editing, I actually decided to check out the manual again. What is this? Wear Sparkster out? Order Sparkster the Rocket Knight collectibles to wear around and impress your friends with your good taste. Why is this so ahead of its time? The story has some lore to it, but honestly, this ain't Kingdom Hearts, so you don't need to know much about it to start playing. Sparkster has a pretty impressive list of moves. He can, of course, jump, and it's basically what you'd expect from a 16-bit platformer jump. It's responsive, but a little floaty. His ground controls are pretty smooth, but damn can he be slippery at times, especially when you want to land in a precise spot like this. By pressing the A or C button, Sparkster can shoot off a laser slash. It doesn't reach too far, but it's handy for taking out enemies quickly, since his other attack, this rocket charge move, is much slower and activated by holding the attack button down. Letting go will make Sparkster shoot off in any direction you're holding on a D-pad. Not holding any direction results in the stationary slash move. It's a pretty satisfying action, I have to admit, though usually it's more effective to just spam the faster attack than charge the rocket attack. I think that's really strange game design. Especially the stationary slash move he does. It feels like this should be just the OP move of the game, but it's really not. It does less damage than the regular slash. It feels much more powerful than it is. Anyway, overall these moves combine into a pretty solid moveset for Sparkster. Solid as well are the levels themselves. Holy sh**, we're going up, down, all around from platforming to shoot 'em up to chase sequence. I swear there's never a dull moment in this game, not to mention the amount of control you have throughout the level. By using the rocket charge, Sparkster can reach upper areas with extra goodies that he couldn't before. The levels are linear, but also reward exploration, and I think that's really cool. What's also cool is the fact there's a custom intro card sprite for every level. All of them are well drawn and look really cool. It's a nice touch in my opinion. Speaking of cool graphics, Sparkster himself looks great as well. His sprites are full of nice, readable poses, and... I know why Sparkster looks so derpy in this game. Like, I know some of these sprites crack me up so much. Dude, look at them! Where are your eyes looking at? Stop being so goofy, man! It's technically a platformer, but the focus is mainly on the boss fights, because these are some of the most engaging and tough side-scroller bosses I've ever played. Not to mention all the bosses are incredibly diverse and are all different from each other. Some bosses are fought on water, while others are fought in a moving minecart. Oh. Whoa, is that the Spike Wisp from Sonic Colors Ultimate? Yeah, that's another thing this game is. Diverse. In the first level alone, you go from a side-scroller where you slide on these trees and collect goodies to a boss fight on the side of a waterfall, to a shoot-'em-up above the water with a giant worm, to a chase sequence where you escape from a burning castle. There's not a single moment, level, or idea in this game that feels boring or exhausting. It's all exciting. Every new environment feels fresh, and I just don't know how they did it. There's an impressive amount of memorable gimmicks in this game too. I remember the level where these platforms make you switch between the foreground and background. There was a level where the reflection of the rising lava would reveal obscured platforms. I recall the level where you're on a flying aircraft and need to rocket charge these propellers to avoid flying off, with a boss fight where one wrong move could be your doom. And the level where you shoot 'em up your way into enemy territory and have to attack this moving platform to change its directory. All of this banger spy music is playing in the background. I points that the stages in this game feel incredibly well designed and avoid using bare bones or overused gimmicks in their level design, and it really makes for an unforgettable experience. This game's hard. There's 4 different difficulty modes, but even the easiest is hard for me. I don't know, maybe I just don't have the true gamer skills to beat this game without save states, but this shit is hard. Like trying to get out of bed in the morning hard. But unlike waking up in the morning, the game never made me quit or give up. It was fun enough to keep playing. I knew that if I just tried a little bit harder, I could totally get it on my next attempt. I think that's a real sign of the game's quality. I gotta take a moment to talk about the music in this game, because holy is it good. So good in fact that the 2010 sequel actually rearranged some of the music. It sounds great there. I wish we got a restart remaking this stuff, so... Though, of course, this video isn't about that game, so I don't know why I'm even talking. All the tracks sound great and fit the atmosphere of the level, though my only real complaint is that some of the songs repeat throughout the game. I would hear a song like 4 times in a single playthrough, I don't know. It would be cool if they made more original tracks. It's not music I would listen to outside the game, per se, but for background fluff, there's some actual bangers in here. Anyways, here's some of my favorite tracks in the game. So after beating 7 worlds and 19 bosses, Sparkster finally defeats the Emperor and Axel Gear on the Pig Star. Seems familiar, but I can't put my finger on it. And escapes by the use of an escape pod, and that's it. We beat the game. I forgot you can only beat the final boss if you play on the hardest difficulty. Nah, f*** it. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing out on much. Overall, Rocket Knight Adventures is a pretty damn good game. And now with a new Nintendo Online expansion, including Genesis games, maybe you could see Rocket Knight Adventures on that. That'd be great, since you basically have to own a Genesis and a copy of the game if you want to play it these days. Without the box, this game actually comes pretty cheap, but if you're looking for it sealed in the box with the manual, it gets a lot more expensive. I recommend looking through the manual online and just buying the cartridge through Amazon or something, though even then, most people probably don't even own a Genesis the first. Nintendo, put Rocket Knight Adventures on your platform. That would make everything so much more convenient. Or just emulate it, of course. Speaking of convenient, looks like the ship's all fueled up. Well, looks like I can finally head to my destination. Thanks for watching, everyone, and take care.
Why the hell is there steeds like spicy rocks?